We really have been spoiled the past few days. It's been just beautiful.
It has. And Stacy, you know, there are still some locations right now across the region that have some sunshine. Believe it or not, Pottsville has some sunshine right now. But Stacy, this is the Feel Good at 4:30. And, you know, of course, the feel good part is that we have some of our region in sunshine. But let me tell you where I had sunshine the entire time I was there. That was on board that Eclipse cruise that I went on with my mom. I wanted to share some videos of me and my mom boarding the MS Zaandam and all the different broadcasts I did while I was on board. I created 7 news stories, 2 live broadcasts, and we saw the eclipse off the coast of Mazatlan. Of course, on board this vessel, we could attend lectures by professors and astronauts, and we met people from all over the world, from Canada, from New Zealand, from Pennsylvania. This woman, Elaine Hiller, from Doylestown, Pennsylvania, and she's actually in stage 4 cancer, and she decided that this was going to be something that she was not going to miss. Also from Pennsylvania, Diane and Judy from Selinsgrove. Was able to interview them. I could interview the captain. This was the first time any media person was up in the bridge of a ship, and I was able to interview the captain, and he was up on the top deck during the eclipse. I interviewed the head of the American Astronomical Society's Solar Eclipse Task Force, Dr. Rick Feinberg, who served as an incredible resource for me on board the vessel. And then finally being able to see totality with no clouds. That's the 360-degree sunset. Unbelievable. And this is what totality looked like on board the ship. It was unbelievable. Full clear skies. Got to see a beautiful corona, the outer atmosphere of the sun. And I even projected the eclipse in Jeremy's Journeys. Now, coming up a little bit later, I would say probably by next week, I'm going to edit together some interviews that I did with the NASA scientists that were on board, the NASA astronauts who went to space. Jeffrey Hoffman went and fixed the Hubble telescope, and Garrett Reisman was up in space as well on the International Space Station. So I'll have those interviews ready for you. And if you want to rewatch any of my Jeremy's Journeys pieces, go to WNEP.com and search Jeremy's Eclipse Journey. All right, there's Pottsville. Lots of sunshine there, as I had said. A break in the clouds. Taking a look at that satellite and radar, you can see that break in the clouds right there in that northwestern portion of Schuylkill County. And we're going to continue to see a little bit more of a clearing there for our southern tier. Some rain showers right now falling through Scranton, just some light rain. And up in Potter and Tioga counties, maybe a little bit more of a vigorous, moderate downpour. I wouldn't even call it a moderate downpour. It's just some raindrops falling. I think you guys can handle this. If you're driving, maybe a little bit of traffic delays, but just make sure you have that umbrella handy. We're going to continue to have some on and off showers through the evening and overnight tonight. I want to point out this line of showers right here along the cold front. That's what's going to push through later on tonight, and that might give us a more substantial chance for some rain, but it's going to be less than a ½ inch over the next 48 hours, and then the weekend shapes up to be really nice and dry and sunny. So here's future clouds and radar. I want to put that into motion for you, a few isolated sprinkles or so, but then once we get to around 9:30, that's when that line of showers will start to push through central Pennsylvania, and it loses steam as it pushes its way eastward. So we'll probably see a light rain shower as we go through the evening tonight, and I think we'll have partly sunny skies, but a northwest wind will set up for Saturday. It'll be breezy and chilly too because of that wind chill, probably feeling like the low 50s. Here's rainfall totals, probably a few hundredths of an inch, maybe up to a ½ inch of rain. And for your dog walking forecast, if you're taking Cole out, Linda, he is adorable. Thanks for sending in that photo. Put a yellow paw because we're going to have some drizzles as we go through the evening hours. All right, there is a look at Tammy's Memorial Golf Classic. Wanted to point that out before I got to the 7-day. If you have a chance on May 4th, it's a really important way to benefit the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. There's your 7-day forecast. 56 is a high tomorrow. Then the wind sets up for Saturday and Sunday, but it blows out all those clouds, feeling more like the low 50s, but lots of sunshine will make it feel nice. And Stacy, I'm looking ahead to Earth Day on Monday, and that looks like a wonderful day. Lots of sunshine, 62 degrees, and no wind whatsoever.
Well, that's appropriate for Earth Day.
I would say so, yeah. We can appreciate and celebrate our beautiful Earth.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Jeremy.
Yep.